about it.
We don't get that.
Facts.
VJ, just talk about your injury, what exactly happened, and then when you came back, how it felt, and if it affected your game at all, because it didn't appear to.
I just landed on my back, but I'm good. I was able to finish the game, so I'm good. Yeah. Nah, that's all I got for you. I'm good. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm good.
VJ, you got to the same spots in game one. You know, those shots were misses. A lot of those shots were misses, but they were the same shots in the same spots. Was it just a matter of making them, you know, just knowing that, you know, you're going to make some of those same shots, or, you know, were you seeing a big basket after the first couple of threes?
I'm gonna be honest. I think we all knew. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think we knew like where the shots was gonna come from. I think we knew like where we're gonna get the shots from, where the help is gonna be at. So just credit my teammates for just, you know, like we kept trusting each other. Everyone can make a play on the court, so we kept trusting each other. And I was in the spot, and they wanted me to shoot the ball, and it wasn't gonna have been right if I didn't shoot the ball, you know. So I had to shoot the ball, hit wide open shots, trying to get my teammates their assists. You feel me?
Gee, I was curious. The guy next to you is the first rookie since Tim Duncan to have 30 and 10 in a playoff game, and he surpassed Magic as the youngest guy to ever do that in a playoff game. I was curious what your thoughts are.
You did that? You wildin'? I mean, he's been impressive all season long. You know, when you think about it, how he started his first NBA game here in this building, and I'm sure he was in a small, you know, percentage or small group of players that did what he did on that opening night, and then to, you know, put a whole season together and get to this point where he's showcasing who he is and his abilities and his, you know, it's just, you know, I've been saying it all year long. He's far past a rookie. And are you 21 yet?
No, 20.
What a 20-year-old could do. It's just impressive, man. And 30 and 10, but it just what we needed in moments throughout this game where he took over and kind of just put us at ease, you know, when I wasn't on the floor, Tyrese wasn't on the floor. He just put us at ease and got to spots and, you know, made big plays, and he had some big rebounds as well.
Paul, what were the main adjustments you guys made tonight based on game one?
Yeah, to VJ's point, we saw a lot of opportunities that we could have took advantage of, and we took advantage of those tonight, which got guys in a better rhythm with the expectation that, you know, we'll be better with moving the ball and looking for one another. And with that comes rhythm and confidence.
VJ, you've had a bunch of teammates talk about your fearlessness, your confidence. Have there been any moments this year where you've doubted yourself at all, and how do you sort of work through any of that?
You know, I'm gonna be honest, I just try not to overthink it. Try not to put pressure on myself. You know, everyone else already putting pressure on us to perform. So I try not to put pressure on myself. I'm around a great group of guys that also help me. You know what I'm saying? Just keep instilling confidence in me. Just to keep going, regardless of who's on the floor, who's not on the floor. So it's just a big shout out to my teammates and my coaches. So yeah.
I guess what changed defensively for you guys? I mean, Boston went up 13 in the first quarter. They were hitting everything. They were kind of flying around, and it seemed like you guys really locked in after that. I guess what was kind of the big difference there?
I thought, man, they just made tough shots. We were playing good defense. They were making tough shots. They were making, you know, contested shots. And it was, you know, it was shots that we were willing to give up, and they were shooting it well. I think the biggest thing was we were locked in, we were moving, we were flying around, we were helping one another, and you know, if we could sustain that over a game, man, you know, I thought it wore on them a little bit that we were there and we were contesting shots and we wasn't making it easy. But they came out hot. We just, we didn't lay down. We stayed with it. We didn't put our heads down. We just hung in there.
Paul, you seem to find some rhythm in particular at the beginning of quarters, both at the beginning of the game and then I think at the third and fourth quarter. Just what were you sort of finding in those moments to really just kind of make an impact and keep the scoreboard moving?
Yeah, just getting to spots. That was really it, just trying to find my spots, get to spots, and take advantage of matchups and just be aggressive in those moments, give guys breaks. But just, be a scorer, be a playmaker in those possessions. So that's really what it was. He found me early, and I was able to, play my game from those spots.
And then for either one of you, just Tyrese obviously hit some really big shots down the stretch, and I know that's nothing new, but it's kind of cliche to say that it looked like there was like a look in his eye that he was going to help close the game out for you guys. Just when you're on the floor with him, what does that look like? What does that feel like? And I guess to see him kind of come up big in that type of moment, what was that like to watch unfold?
I think when someone's in that zone, like you said, that look in his eye. I think when someone's in that zone, especially when they keep coming back for the ball. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna lie. If you see someone coming back for the ball and they just made a shot or two,
yeah, they found something.
You know what I'm saying? Let them rock out, and we know he's a shot maker. He's an elite shot maker. He can create, pick and roll, ISO, whatever. So, say man, he like you said, he took over at the end. Just to put the game away, and even just making plays. He got an assist to Kelly in that corner, which was a big shot for us. So yeah, man, like I said, he's elite.
Final two questions.
Yeah, follow up on what Gina was asking you, Paul. You reading the game now? Is that with Tyrese and obviously VJ, their dynamism? Is that kind of where your role is right now with these guys to take veteran leadership?
Yeah. Again, it's just trying to make sure we're pretty balanced at all times. Just make sure we're, just calm the game down, slow the game down. I think that's kind of the role I've kind of adjusted to is making sure we're, they go on a run or we need a good basket or a good look. I think I can get my shot off, or I can still create and find people and put us at ease. So, yeah, man, it's just kind of be, the guy that can settle us down a little bit when we need it. Again, I got great shot makers around me, so my job is easy in those moments.
Boston's kind of stronger than average 1 through 5. I mean, they really can get downhill. After that 26-13 run, you guys seem like you did a lot better job kind of forcing them off their spots and, Bona meeting them up high and you kind of helping late. Is that something that you think that can last throughout the series, and how much pressure do they put on you with their strength?
Yeah, I mean, JB and JT are, strong, big guards, big wings. That's what they do. They're aggressive, they're physical. But, the beauty of our team is we've got size as well. We've got, big guards, big wings to challenge them. And I thought that's what we did. They're going to continue to do it. But that's playoff basketball, man. The refs allow you to play physical. I thought that was the difference between game 1 and game 2. We weren't physical enough. I thought we brought the physicality tonight. And to be honest, that was the difference maker. They're still going to make shots. Like they're elite. They're elite. They're great. They're special. They're gonna make shots. They're gonna make tough shots. They're gonna make tough plays. But the only chance and really all you can do is just match their physicality.
Thanks, guys. Thanks.